What is Earth Day? Earth Day is a day that we celebrate our Earth. We try to learn more about how to take care of it and keep our Earth healthy and clean and everything growing and alive for many, many years to come. This year, we celebrate the 50th anniversary of Earth Day. It's a special day set aside to learn more about the Earth and ways that we can protect it. We need to learn to be better about recycling and taking care of our Earth. Let's learn more together. Be sure to check out this Earth Day site link that is located on our North Star Learning site. It has some wonderful little links to videos and other things that might inspire you on ways that you can help our Earth as well. So you might be wondering, why are we studying Earth Day during a science lesson? What does Earth Day have to do with science? Well, when we study science, we're often learning about our Earth in something called earth sciences. We learn about the water and the land and the living things like trees and animals. And during Earth Day, we're especially concerned with that because we want to know how we can protect those things and keep all of it growing, and so that we can always have fresh water to drink and have wonderful animals to look at and fresh air to breathe. Some of the things we do study during earth science is how things work. So let's think about recycling. So we know we have a lot of trash, and especially since you've been at home a lot lately, you might notice that your trash kind of piles up each week because you might be cooking more at home than you usually do. So what kind of trash do you throw into those dark blue bins? And what kind of trash do you throw into the light blue recycling bins? On the City of Albuquerque's website, they have a lot of information about what you can and cannot put into those light blue recycling bins. Some of the things listed are the types of plastics that you can recycle. Plastics 1 through 7 can be recycled. There's a little number with an arrow triangle on the bottom of every kind of plastic, so check that number before you put it in your recycling bin. All right, so you have a bunch of trash every week, and sometimes it's hard to know what you can recycle and what you cannot. So things that can be recycled are things like things made of cardboard, like your medicine or cereal boxes, things that are plastic that have this symbol on them, or plastics that say number 1 through 7, like this milk jug here has, it's hard to see it here, but it has a little recycling symbol on the bottom that has a number 1 on it. Other things like this one, or a number 2, this blue bottle here has a number 1 right there in the center. Gatorade bottles, things like that can be recycled. Usually right on the bottom it'll tell you what kind of plastic it is. Right there it has that little triangle symbol and the plastic. Things that cannot be recycled are things like this lid on the top. So you would have to throw this lid away, but then you could still recycle this into a recycling can with your aluminum things. Your egg cartons can be recycled. Things like this that say 100% recyclable can be recycled. Remember, for these, to be sure you protect animals in the environment, that you cut them in bits so that animals can't get their necks stuck in them if they don't make it to the recycling center. But those are some tips on recycling. So cardboards, paper, plastics, as long as the plastics have a number 1 through number 7 on them. You can always check the City of Albuquerque's website for recycling to learn more. So we've been talking about recycling. But there's that symbol that says reduce, reuse, and recycle. What do those 3 R's mean? So the reduce simply means to use less of something or to make it smaller. So if we use less materials that are packaged, we can use less things that end up in our landfills. Reuse just means to use it again. So if we find that trash that we would normally be throwing away and we can find another purpose for it, then we are doing our job to keep those landfills less full by reusing something. Our STEAM challenge this week will be to reuse some of those recycled materials and create something artistic from them. So then recycling is the final R, where we try to take things that we would normally throw in the trash, and our sanitation workers have big machines that help recycle it and make that same plastic or paper into other things that we can use. Real quick, I want to remind you to go look at SeeSaw and make sure you're looking for all the activities that have to do with science this week. So I've labeled them all to say science and they start with Thursday and then what happens. Remember to go to add a response so that you can watch whatever video link that might be there or to see if there's anything for you to do. There's also these wonderful instructions right here where you can hit play instructions and they'll talk to you so that you don't have to worry about reading all the instructions. Good luck. Don't forget to hit the green check mark when you're done or push the blue microphone to record something you've learned for your teacher before hitting the green check mark.